as children of God who know Christ, we must endeavor to commune with God frequently through prayer and reading His Word, the Holy Bible. When we get into the habit of doing this, you will find that ever so often God will give you a word. An example of this can be found in Acts 27 verse 21 to 26. Paul, in the midst of a storm, got a word from God and held on to this word, causing the word given to him to dictate the way he handled things. This is shown in Acts 27 verse 30 to 32. Now God has standard promises for us as well as things He expects us to do, which are highlighted in His word. However, on top of that, He has specific words for us, which can only be found by fellowshipping with Him on a regular basis.
Last week I talked about the nature of discipleship, but today I'm going to focus on the cost of discipleship. Firstly, becoming a disciple may mean giving up family and friends, but it also means you'll have a new family of the followers of Jesus. So I'm reading from Mark chapter 3 verse 31 to 35. Then Jesus' mother and brothers arrived. Standing outside, they sent someone in to call him. A crowd was sitting around him and they told him, "Your mother and brothers are outside looking for you." "Who are my mother and brothers?" he asked. Then he looked at those seated in a circle around him and said, "Here are my mother and brothers. Whosoever does God's will is my brother and sister and mother." Next, you need to be prepared to suffer and even give up your life for Jesus and His word. So I'm reading from Mark chapter 8 verse 34 to 38. Then he called the crowd to him along with his disciples and said, "Whosoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For whosoever wants to save their life will lose it. But whosoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? But if anyone is ashamed of me and my word, in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of them when he comes in His Father's glory with the holy angels." And my last point is, we need to become like children in a relationship with God and be prepared to be seen as last in the eyes of the world, to be seen as first in the eyes of God. So I'm reading from Mark chapter 9 verse 33 to 37, which says, "They came to Capernaum, where He was in the house. He asked them, 'What are you arguing about on the road?' But they kept quiet because on the way they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting around, Jesus called the 12 and said, 'Anyone who wants to be first must be the very last and servant of all.' He took a little child whom He placed among them. Taking the child in His arms, He said to them, 'Whosoever welcomes one of these little children in my name welcomes me, and whosoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but the one who sent me.'"
Wanna get involved? Then simply visit mastersapprenticesministry.co.uk. That's mastersapprenticesministry.co.uk.
Yeah. Lord, right now I'm embarrassed, cause I've turned to so many other alternatives. Lord, right now I can't manage. Right now I feel damaged, cause the world has deserted me, but I have deserted you. So who do I turn to? I'm lost, I'm speaking honestly. Right now I offer humble apology. Yeah, I've gone through baptism, but take for granted the fact that you've risen. I'm in prison with visions of sinning. I heard they take blood for bail, so please use yours cause I know it's real. I feel not worthy and close to hell. I've picked the last straw, I can't be bold. So Lord, come and take control.
I need you. No one else compares to you. No one else compares to you. I need you. I'm lost without you. I'm searching. Lord, I need you by my side. Lord, I need you as my
justified and redeemed, but sanctified is too hard to be. Holy is such a hard thing to be. This ain't the first time I've been down on my knees. I've been seeking you for ages now, when it feels like in 10 years time I'd probably be at the same stage as now. Lord, I want changes now. I wanna pray like she does. I wanna get filled like he does. But why don't